I will be going live / making a video later to clear everything up about what's been going on and the videos. In the meantime, if people can please stop judging Rob as they have no idea about the situation, it would be appreciated. I am safe, and the person who is trying to harm me is not Rob. He has never harmed me in his life, and the video was put out not trying to protect me, but out of blackmail, as those were private videos, not meant for others to see, and I'm disgusted they will do this to someone. The person posting has serious mental issues that needs to be taken seriously, and they will not stop until they have ruined my life, which is insane because it's a family member. I have so many things that I'm going to say regarding this post by Sophie. Now, I want to start off by saying what people may be thinking. And the people that I'm more speaking about are the people who have sadly been through this experience, but luckily have been survivors from this type of experience of abuse. So the first thing that I can imagine some people are thinking is that, well, I've been here before, and I know that when you are with somebody that has manipulated you, they will make you backtrack. They will make you retreat on any claim that you made to try and expose them. That's one thing that people could be thinking right now. Okay, that's one thing. But the thing that I have an issue with is there's something about the message for me personally that just doesn't make enough sense for me to say, you know what, I believe you. I feel like sorry, I find it very hard to even find my words, simply because things like these irritate the hell out of me. Things like these, I wouldn't say that they trigger me much, probably they do trigger me, but I can say that they frustrate me, because I am sick and tired of living in this world where when somebody finally gets exposed, the person who they are abusing then comes up out of nowhere and then defends them. That infuriates me. Now, here's the thing. There is a possibility that what Sophie is saying is true. That what she's saying is true, that apparently there's a family member with mental illness, with mental issues, that is trying to take her down, that is trying to, ruin her life, she says. Maybe there's truth behind it. Now, of course, when it comes to Rob harming her, now we never saw Rob harming her physically from the video that we saw yesterday, but we definitely saw him being verbally abusive towards Sophie. And here's the thing. There are many people, sadly, in this world who are going through this currently, right here, right now, who are going through a relationship of DV, whether it's mental or physical, but they're going through it. And some of these people, and the people that are going through right now are probably at a stage where they are finding it so hard to have the mental strength to stand up and walk away. To stand up, expose a person, and then stand on that business. There's a lot of people who are struggling. So sometimes what they'll do is try and look for a beacon of hope. Try and find strength somewhere else. Now, someone who is a part of the 90-Day Fiancé community may be going through this. And they may have seen the video yesterday of Sophie that was uploaded by her mother, but according to Sophie, it clearly wasn't her mother, it was apparently somebody else. Which brings another question, which we'll get into. But let's say it's somebody who saw it yesterday and they saw that Sophie was brave enough to record him, brave enough to then send it to her mother, and then her mother was then the one to upload it. So therefore, Sophie wouldn't have to necessarily face the repercussions of being the one to record it, right? Because really and truly, the tactical plan was actually quite genius, right? But then if in that moment in time, someone could see it and be like, you know what? I now have hope. Maybe this is what I can do now. She's giving me strength because I don't feel alone anymore. I now feel like somebody else is going through it and they've now got the courage, so let me find the same courage. But then imagine they come up with the next day and then they see Sophie make this. This message here is the kind of message that will make someone feel scared again. Make them go back into their little shell and be like, I'm not going to speak because clearly, she tried it and obviously something happened and now she's backtracking. There is the potential chance that somebody is trying to live vicariously through this and this is what they're going through right now. Okay? But again, like I said before, I'm not going to ignore the fact that Sophie may be telling the truth. But at the same time, I'm definitely going to address the impacts of the situation and how it could affect other people. But now let's get into the other part here. Those were private videos, not meant for others to see. See, here's the thing that I find quite fascinating about that. Not in a good way, in an annoying way. You found the courage, you found the time, you found the opportunity to record him, not once, but twice on 2 different occasions of him speaking to you like trash. We even saw the dog come to aid to you, because generally speaking, they say that dogs will always come and protect the person that is being harmed. Never protect the other one, unless, of course, it's a different kind of situation, depending on how the dog is raised. All right, but in this situation, we saw the dog come out, which was a sign that many people noticed yesterday in the comments, which is fantastic. I appreciate you guys noticing that. So you recorded these videos, but how am I, or maybe anyone else, meant to believe that you recorded these videos so you can keep them private? I mean, listen, usually speaking in relations, when people record videos that they keep in private, usually it's not these type of videos. It's usually, let's just say, the Kim K, Ray J type videos. Usually it's them type of videos that people will record and keep private within themselves. But this type of video here, if you record it because you have an intention to use it as proof for when you are finally going to expose that person for doing what they're doing to you that they should not be doing to you. Because in the world that we live in, we need proof before we throw allegations. Well, I say that though, but then at the same time, there are many people in this world that will still throw allegations without no proof and still get the person that may be innocent in jail. But hey, that's another conversation. So really and truly, about these videos being private, whether this whole claim about this video being private, for me, that doesn't make any sense. But then also on top of that, let's talk about the part where she talks about how the person posting has serious mental issues. So here's the thing that I can't really fathom right now. Her mum was the one that posted her mum's account, shall I say, was the account that posted, these events of horrible behavior. Now, whoever this person is who has serious mental issues, if this person is not your mother, because I'd imagine if it was her mother, she would have said it was her mother. But at the same time, though, let's not forget though that her mother has a history of taking substance. Now, that's something that we have to highlight because you never know. Maybe the mother's doing certain things now out of da-da-da-da. And maybe Sophie just doesn't want to throw under the bus. You never know. But let's just run with the narrative that it's not her mother and it was somebody else who is a part of the family that took her mother's phone and decided to upload these videos. The question that I ask is this: how did this person with serious mental issues know about these videos? You said the videos are private, and I can imagine that with these videos being private, these are videos that would have only been shown between you and your mom, nobody else. So I do wonder, who is this person? Why would this mental person know about these videos? Okay, that's what I want to know first and foremost. And also on top of that, why would this person then be left with your mom's device? To be honest with you, that's another part. So really and truly, that part for me personally doesn't make too much sense. And my point is that there are certain inconsistencies in this message that doesn't make me feel like I want to believe what she's saying. That I want to believe that Rob is not this XYZ person. But let's clarify this though. In the video, we did not see Rob harming you. Now, I don't know if people have DM'd her, put in a comment section, that Rob is harming you or he's going to harm you. Maybe people have said those things and that's why you are making it clear that he has never harmed you. And the fact that he hasn't harmed you, that is a good thing. But just because he hasn't, it doesn't mean that he won't. Because in the video that we saw, we heard him say things that implied that if he could, not that if he could, he would. No. He implied that you are lucky that he does not harm you. He literally said it yesterday in his own sentence that you're lucky I am not this type of guy that would do this type of madness. Not those words specifically, but you know what I'm referring to. You see what I'm saying? And the fact that he even hinted the fact that you are fortunate enough to be with somebody that wouldn't put his hands on you, that is worrying. That is extremely concerning. Because that means that the thought of putting his hands on you are currently in his head, which means they are going to manifest over time and eventually potentially happen. I feel so strong about this video purely because there are many people in this world who go through this. And it annoys the hell out of me when you think somebody is about to stand up and then there's a backtrack. But like I said before, respectfully, there may be a chance Sophie's telling the truth. So therefore, everything that I am saying right now is me generally speaking when it comes to the situation itself in particular, if this is something that is happening to anybody else, you see what I'm saying, okay? But like I said before, it doesn't change the fact that in the video we saw him speaking to you disgustingly. It doesn't change the fact that you had, it doesn't change the fact that you recorded. And actually, you know, in fact, let's go back a second here. Yesterday, I also said another thing, and some people in the comment section, he also said something similar. Yesterday, I did also say that let's not ignore there's a potential chance that maybe Sophie purposely triggered this man to purposely record him for whatever she was trying to do it for. There is that potential chance. Now, with that being said, there were some people who did say in the conversation that they wonder what Sophie did that triggered him to be that vexed, to be that annoyed with him. And we have seen throughout the seasons, the 2 seasons that we've seen this couple, that Sophie definitely has a tendency sometimes to say certain things, do certain things that you can argue that are somewhat triggering or somewhat gaslighting, if anything, you see what I'm saying? So she has that within her personality 1000%. Sadly so, right? Now, of course, whether or not she has intentionally, potentially triggered this man or not, it doesn't change the fact that he still has to learn to keep his cool. He still has to be a man and not react to it, you see what I'm saying? And find his freaking control, his self-control. That doesn't change, you know what I mean? We're not going to ignore that ever, you know? So again, but either way though, I've got to put that in there too. What was the real agenda now? If Sophie's now saying this to us and she's saying that these videos were private, why were they private? What was the agenda behind the videos? Was you making them private because you was going to make a catalog of videos to then actually report him? Or was you making videos in private to use against him at any time for something? Did you have a plan against him? Because right now it's not making sense. So now we don't even know if she really is a victim, as in like, she's an innocent victim or somebody that is literally trying to play the victim by doing things to somebody that she knows that she can trigger, which again doesn't necessarily make the situation it definitely doesn't defend his actions 1000%. Like I said before, there's a lot of loopholes in this message here, and that's why I have to direct every single point that I have thought about thus far. Let me know if there's anything else that you find about this message that either 1 tells you you believe her, or 2 tells you that you don't believe her. And 3, what did I miss either that supports her or doesn't support her in the situation? Because these are serious conversations that have to be had, regardless of whether this situation is story, this here is real or not. You know what? Thank you for your time. Peace.